Man, come on, let's put it out there, man. Give me one specific
moment on set I'll never forget.
When we ran out of money. I drove to your house, bro. I said, "There's no more."
You said it's rap, bro. Money gone.
When you hit that wall, your community is so important, bro. Because I hit that wall, I called you, man. I said, "It's done."
Yeah, we rallied up the troops before we hit the road. Employment not the same, it's at a record low. All this power too much for a man to hold. I feel like Courtney Kemp the way I run the show.
Chiderah. I mean, let's be honest. I know you as Collins, man. Let's start off with Collins, man. CJ.
What's up?
AKA Chief.
You feel me?
Big Chief. Man, what got you into acting, brother?
Well, for starters, I love being the class clown. And like, you know, whenever you was in school, you had 2 electives. You had hoop, and then you had another one of your choice. From 7th grade to 12th, I always picked theater. Yeah. Theater was always my elective. So whenever I was in theater class, I was like, dang, like this is something I want to do. Like this is fun. Even from when I was a little kid, when I saw Bad Boys for the first time, I was like, I don't know what this is. I don't know how they did it, but I want to do this.
Come on.
I was real life Troy Bolton. For real.
Straight up.
Hiding the fact that I love theater, but I really was hooping.
Nah, I did that same thing, man. I would actually sneak to go watch theater plays in high school, only because like there was this whole stigma around, you know, kids in theater.
Yeah.
And you didn't want to be deemed as, you
man.
know what I mean? It was already enough to be a late bloomer.
Tough, bro. Did you? How'd you balance that? Like, how'd you balance that? Because games was Friday nights, but theater plays was also Friday nights.
I would only catch the practices of theater, not necessarily actual shows unless it was like mandatory.
Same.
Until a point to where I had to actually stop ball and chase theater.
It's like, man, this don't matter. I'm about to flex my muscles. Who cares?
Bro.
You know what I'm saying? The cheerleaders did not want nobody who was doing theater.
And the theater kids were so like, they were so lit, you know?
Yeah.
It was like, you didn't know where they were coming from.
Yeah.
They were still inviting, don't get me wrong, it's just, you just didn't know.
Let me ask you this. Like, I know we got films in the can, but like, everything, as we started to get, you know, deeper in our career, everything started to be intentional. So like, it wasn't like I just wrote something and then like you hopped on board because you can't. Like, what drew you? Because this is the first feature.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what drew you to hierarchy for this go around?
Man, honestly, the whole concept, the whole story, I think you did super dope on. You know what I mean? Like, you wrote it with everything that we talked about we wanted to do in mind, honestly. And you know how the game was. We wasn't finding that, and we wasn't coming across no script like that.
At all.
Shout out to you, bro, again, for just believing in your vision and actually writing it.
Appreciate you.
A lot of people say that they're going to write at some point, but you know, you check back on them 2-3 months, they still ain't finished it. You know, you were one of the people that actually stuck to what you said you wanted to do,
for sure,
and was going to do. And so it was a no-brainer for me, honestly. How did you feel writing Hierarchy?
Oh man, so I wrote that during COVID, so we was just trapped in the house. I don't know, I just felt like, you know, you do art, you know what I'm saying? So when you like painting something, you look back, you like, this is cold.
Yeah.
It was the same thing. Like, I was writing, I was like looking at the screen on the laptop, I was like, oh nah, this is tough. And then I went back in it, you know?
Man, how did you feel when you first saw the call sheet? Like, everything was organized and going to film it.
Man, and it's funny because that #1 on the call sheet thing had just recently aired, and it was like, I don't know, I'm blessed, even though this was a tough process, I'm blessed that we did it our way.
Yeah, 100%.
To be able to be #1 on the call sheet on our terms. Like, everybody was waiting on that yes, or waiting on, you know, how they're gonna get #1 on the call sheet. You know, thank God we were able to experience that, you know, on our terms. But seeing that, I was like, this is cool. So when I saw the call sheet for the first time, I was like, oh snap, we really got a movie for real. Like, I saw all the people on the call sheet, it was like 50, 60 names. I'm like, oh nah, this is crazy. This ain't even a TV show.
How did you feel like seeing this is your project, you know, and seeing that #1 on the call sheet?
Because it was such a tough process, getting everybody's availability and getting everybody on the same page, I lost sight of the blessing in it. Like, oh snap, this is, I don't like to say this is our project. Like, this is what we really doing.
Yeah.
You know, so when I was in it, I really didn't, there's only small little windows where I was like, you know, I had that aha moment. But like when we was really in it, I couldn't, because it was so many hats being worn. It was too much going on. Everything was moving so fast. So like the small moments where that window did crack open, it felt good. It felt good.
It feels good to not have a collar on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to run free range, honestly. Because when you're adapting other projects or you're working working with somebody else's vision, you have to stay within those, you know, lines. And of course we did to some degree, but to know that you running with your dog and you can push each other. You know, we was pushing each other
100.
to give that extra effort. It's like, you know, when you're in the gym and you bench pressing, you could get 2 more reps out. But if you by yourself, it may be harder to do that. But if you got somebody like cheering you on and pushing you to do it, you could probably bust out 4 instead of just 2 that you thought you could only do 2 in, you know? And so it's kind of like that iron sharpens iron thing.
For sure,
and to know it's like, all right, nah, you know, it's my brother on this project.
Yeah.
I can't let him down, you
for
know?
sure, yeah.
And it's, you know, both our faces gonna be a part of this, as you see. Man, come on.
We had some very long days on set. So with that, let me ask you this. What scene scared you the most on paper? And then did it live up to that?
The heist scene. The heist scene. Only because we had so much to shoot in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, it was like 2 days, right? 1 day.
You were sick, you know, like, and you just, when you are doing an independent project, you hope everybody stays safe. You hope everybody's is good, and you was just you was down bad, you know? Like, they was putting a towel on your head, like, you had to take a rest. Mama Uzi was calling in. And so it was just like, man, I don't know if we're ever gonna get this opportunity again, you know, to do it at the magnitude that we wanted to do it at, and you were about to leave also. So I think that was pretty much the only scene that kind of, you know, scared me looking at that. But, you know, we got through it. What about you?
I'll say 2. For sure the heist scene, just because I know it was a lot of moving parts. And bro, we had that helicopter for 1 day.
The stakes was high.
Bro, the stakes was high. We had the helicopter for 1 day, and that happened to be the day I was sick. Some of the detectives didn't even show up. So we had we was really supposed to have like 8 detectives in that mug, but we only had like 3. But it, you know what I'm saying? It still worked out. But in the moment, I was like, man, like, bro, like, I hope this turns out as good as it's supposed to. And when I was sick and I was like struggling, and Russ would come over to me like, bro, you gonna hate me? It's gonna look good. Just trust me. I'm like, man, I hope it does. And then after like seeing playback, I was like, oh, this is fire. And then the scene in Stone's crib, because remember and this is the thing about indie filmmaking too, because remember we was outside like going through lines and whatnot.
We had it.
Bro, had it. Like it felt so good. And then it was just like setting up or something with the camera, something broke, had to go back in like producer mode. And then it was like, bro, like when we got back in, it's like all that spark was gone. And I was pissed.
Man, I think focus is just a superpower.
For sure.
You know, in all facets. Like focus on the script, focus to maintain your energy throughout this whole journey. You know, focus on the end goals. What do we want to accomplish out of this film? And to keep that all in mind. I think that was one of the biggest tasks, bro. It's like, you can never underestimate focus.
For sure. Never.
You know, there's sacrifices that come with focus. And even though we had rehearsed all that time, we still had to show up and lean on our preparation, which I think was the biggest thing I think that was the biggest element that made this film what it is honestly the amount of focus that we had to put in on and off the screen. And Yeah, to even to get it done, bro. Honestly, it's like there were so many distractions, you know, so many things that could throw you off, that could be imposter syndrome, you know.
Facts. Moment on set I'll never forget. On the first day of set, when I had walked in, it was 6 a.m. And I knew we had hired all these people to come on set and come do the jobs. But when I walked in, you know, Francis' home, when I walked in Mama Pritchard's home, and it was like people just running around with C-stands and everybody just running around and lights and stuff like that. And then I just sat there at the front door and I'm like, yo, we really doing this shit. This is crazy. So that was probably, that was the moment that did it for me. What about you?
Man, when we were maybe 2 weeks in and we ran out of money, I drove to your house, bro. I said, "It's no more."
You said it's raps.
It's raps.
It's done, though.
I drove to your house.
Yeah.
Bro. I called you first and said, "What you up to?"
He's like, "You at the crib?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm here
True
to pull
story.
up. I'm about to go, you know, bounce on 6th Street. So you got like 20 minutes. All right, bet I'm pulling up." And I didn't even know what you was pulling up for.
Yeah.
Sat on the couch. Hey, bro, money gone.
Yeah, we got to cut it.
Yeah.
You know, but shout out to God, man. The next day, we end up getting a blessing to finish this out.
Well, what did I tell you though? Whenever you told me money gone and you was like, we should cut it, what did I tell you? Go ahead.
God gonna make a way.
Huh?
God gonna make a way.
Appreciate you.
You probably said it in a different way. I don't even want to say
go ahead.
Verbatim, but that was basically what you said.
There was no idea that blessing was gonna come, and it's crazy because, like, man, shout out Jerry, bro. Jerry was a blessing.
Yeah.
Jerry was a blessing because I got the call. I don't know if you know, I got the call from Dre. Dre called me when we was at the table shooting the dinner scene, and he was like, bro, like, somebody heard you making a movie. He wanna fund. I'm like, ain't no way. I just told X. Like, you know, X just told me we out of money. Like, we are out of money. And then that was literally the next day. And come Monday, we had a check in our hands for money that's going to get us to the finish line.
Yeah.
Jerry was a blessing.
Yeah, and that's a testament to just really having the courage and faith to do this project.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't that my faith was questioned, but it was just like, man, on paper, there's no money, bro.
Yeah.
There's no money.
Yeah.
You know, like, we struggling, bro.
Yeah.
I'm having to have hard conversations with my family. This is like Christmas time. So it's like, man, to people out there, man, that you know, when you hit that wall, your community is so important, bro. Because I hit that wall, I called you, man. I said, it's done.
Me too. Yeah.
But the blessing was in just, you know, having that courage and starting it in the beginning. We got paid back money for that, so.
Yeah. All right, so let me ask you this. What's something that this process has taught you about yourself?
A lot. Yeah, a lot, honestly. Really just preparation is everything.
Yeah.
You know,
For
and faith.
Sure. Yeah, same. I'll just probably have to say, don't put God in a box. Don't put God in a box, bro. Yeah. He can make anything happen with whomever he wants, whenever he wants, wherever he wants, through whatever he wants. Like, bro, don't put God in a box. And he showed us that on this project.
Man, what was, man, shout out to Russell Reed for directing this film,
GOAT.
man. Come on.
The GOAT.
What was it like working with him, bro?
Amazing. Bro, like I said, man, there's very few people that can come on board and then see what you see as a writer or as a creative in general, and he saw that. And so whenever I was on set, especially when I was sick, I wasn't on point like I was supposed to be because I was sick. So like Russ was doing a lot of the freeloading on that day specifically, and he told me, I would ask him like, yo, did you get this shot? Did you make sure you got this shot? He's like, bro, I got that like 4 shots ago. I'm like, you are a superhero.
Yeah. I think Russell will be one of the greatest directors of the 2020s, and for
I think he already is.
Yeah. Like literally, it's going to be interesting to see how people receive Russell.
Oh yeah, nah. Yeah, he an alien for real.
Okay, I got a question for you. If you could go back to day one and tell yourself something, what would it be?
That this gonna take 5 years. Don't do it. But nah, like real talk. This sounds so cliche, but just trust the process.
Why does it sound cliche though?
You hear it a lot, you know, but I feel like it is something that, you know, to take heed of, because if you would have told me that it would take this long for this to get to the finish line and get, you know, its legs going, I probably wouldn't have done this.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, like, because we thought this was gonna come out 2022.
Newspaper article.
Yeah, bro. It's 2025.
So you would have told yourself to what again?
I would have told myself to just trust the process. To no matter how crazy and hard it gets, like just be humble in the fact that God's about to take you through it.
And what would young Chiderah say to you?
Oh man, young Chiderah will be lit, because it's like the movie I saw was Bad Boys that made me want to be like, I want to do this, you know. And then now it's like I got my own version of Bad Boys going on.
Yeah.
He will be lit that he saw that young Naja boy in Houston, Texas, looking at that screen.
Come on.
And then seeing that movie is like, yo, you're gonna be there. You like, he asked himself, how is he gonna be there?
Yeah.
And now he's there. So like, he'll be lit. He's doing backflips and eating jollof rice or something right now. Yeah. What about you?
Man, I would tell myself, try to eliminate all distractions so you could just still be present in this moment. You know, I would have probably used words like, don't sweat the small stuff. I would have said it simply like that.
Yep.
So that
Straight up. It's a good one.
I can lock in, you know what I mean? Just truly, because, you know, things happen so fast. Like, everything happened how it was supposed to with this project, to the point to where I can only just tell myself to admire it even more. You know what I mean? And most of the time we get caught up in how the end result is gonna be, but man, that present moment is so cool. It's so cool.
So
man.
dope.
Man, question, brother. Toast. Before we do this.
Yes, sir.
What is your dream role?
Anything that 8-year-old Chiderah would want to see, you know, whether that's him being a superhero, whether that's him, you know, being something or portraying somebody from the culture, being a leader.
Man, come on, let's put it out
For
there,
sure,
man.
yeah.
Give me one specific one. We know you're gonna play many.
For sure.
What's a specific one?
Specific one?
Out of the box.
Out of the box? I ain't gonna lie, this don't sound crazy. I would love to like play, I love to play Tiger Woods, like in the Tiger Woods biopic.
That's hard.
Yeah. Will we gotta get one of these down, you know what I'm saying? But I love the Marvel franchise, anything Marvel related. What about you?
A dream role,
Yeah.
superhero role.
For sure.
I like Spawn, I like Blade.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mahershala and Wesley, you know, they cool.
Yeah.
I just, you know, want my turn.
Yeah, need that.
You know
I
what I
had
mean?
your turn, it's my turn.
You know what I mean? I feel like I got a different take. I want to spin on it. But yeah, really just a superhero.
Bro, how does it feel? Like, real talk. How does it feel that this is about to be in theaters?
I haven't even felt it
hit yet, right? Ain't even hit yet. Same.
I mean, I worked at the movie theater.
Yeah.
You know, like I still get excited when movies come out, and I think it won't hit until I actually see it. You know, we went through a lot of just humbling, like, just really humbling our dreams in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, people promised us a lot of stuff, it didn't happen. And so I think just waiting till it actually showcases, it'll hit me. But it's just words right now.
Yeah,
Man. So I'm kind of waiting for it to sit in. What about you?
Yeah, I'm like you, man. it hasn't hit me yet. I feel like it'll hit me if I'm in the theater and I just go, just randomly, and I just see who's in there and just, you know, just, it's gonna hit me then where I'm just really going and I'm like, bro, people really are in the theaters watching. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And then it's really gonna hit me when I see my parents, you know, like watching it, like, yeah.
But it's a really good movie though.
Yeah.
I think that's what is gonna surprise people, is that it's actually a really good movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's grounded, it's a Robin Hood's tale, it's adventurous.
For sure.
You know, it's
Something you ain't never
another
seen.
perspective that you're not seeing.
Yeah. I say it all the time. It's like I want to make the movies that we grew up on. Like it's too much stuff going on. Is just trying to make a movie look cool instead of like doing a grounded, dope movie. Yeah. You know, and that's what we made happen. Yeah. You know, so it's gonna feel good going like seeing people watch the movie.
I think people are really going to take away a grounded story, man. I think people are gonna be shocked by Dylan Winters, man, in the film.
Killed that role.
Yeah, like the layers that each character has. I think he's a sneaky one in the film as far as like somebody who's gonna capture your attention.
Yo, man, Hierarchy's out August 15th in theaters and streaming on demand. So go. Hierarchy in theaters August 15th.
You did.
Go find your lady or your man and go watch it with him. It's a great grounded film.
Yeah, rallied up the troops before we hit the road. Employment not the same, it's at a record low. All this power too much for a man to hold. I feel like Courtney Kemp the way I run the show. Flipping through connects.